Acts 4 is the kind of church I want to be a part of. They said, Reverend Houston, where you going? If y'all read Acts 4, that's the church, kind of church I want to be a part of. We don't heard it before. The truth of the matter is because just because you saved don't mean you're going to be happy every day. That don't mean you want to pray every day just because you saved. That don't mean you want to shout every time. Here come the kicker. There's going to be some time I don't even want to turn to my neighbor. There's some time I ain't even in my word. But Act 4 is the kind of church I want to be part of. Y'all got to help me this Sunday morning. See, in the early church, and I'm going to say that, I'm going to sit down because it ain't going to take all day. Y'all going to get it. See, in the early church, according to Acts 4, all of the believers on one mind had one heart. That's the kind of church I want to be a part of. Do I need to go a little deeper? They all was on what? One mind and one heart. They operated on the ghetto principles. If I eat, we all eat. Come on, somebody. If you need, I got you. Come on, if you go down, I go down. We down like four flat. They operated on the ghetto principles. That's the kind of church I want to be a part of. What you mean? Act 4 is how the church is supposed to look like. Do I need to say it again? Act 4, read it when you get home. Act 4 is how the church is supposed to look like. Why you say that, Pastor? Because there was no jealousy. There was no insecurity. There was no competition. 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 I need to get an amen. There was no competition. There was no insecurity. There was no competition. There was no judgment. When somebody else was struggling, the rest of the church stepped up and picked them up. That's the kind of church I want to be a part of. Somebody said the right place, at the right time, and at the right church. That's the kind of church I want to be a part of. Y'all need to help me this morning. Are y'all getting this? See, I'm preaching and prophesying at the same time. Act 4 is the kind of church Salvation Word of Life is about to become. I said Act 4 is about the kind of church that Salvation Word of Life is about to become. I ain't getting too many amen. I guess y'all don't want to move forward. I said Act 4 is the kind of church that Salvation Word of Life is about to become. Act 4 is about to manifest in this sanctuary. I know I'm preaching now. Y'all don't see the vision? Y'all got to see, quit undermining yourself to please mediocre people.